Candidate for the Concerned Citizens Movement, Nevis 10, Eric Evelyn, said his comments on having two jobs as a government minister were taken out of context. The opposition Nevis Reformation Party, NRP, criticized Mr. Evelyn for these comments he made during a CCM virtual meeting last week.
Numerous persons in Nevis actually have two jobs and are getting two pay. And I want to ask the persons out there, the Nevisians, who have been latching on to this nonsense about the two pay. Those of you who are working for government and then you get a second job at Four Seasons, do you work for free? Do you tell Four Seasons, don't bother to pay me, I'm already getting a salary?
At the launch of its campaign on Friday night, the lone NRP representative in the Nevis Island Assembly, Cleone Stapleton Simmons, took Mr. Evelyn to task over the comments.
But I think on this occasion they went a little bit too far, my dear people, a little bit too far. Because here it is. We had a minister of government. And the fact that he's a minister of government, that should tell you that his earnings is not any minor earnings. We're talking about mega earnings. People who are earning within the 1%. They are what I would call above scale salary, high salaries. And this particular minister was able to justify, to say that it is not immoral and nothing is wrong with him taking home two salaries. And he equate that to the same thing as ordinary people like you. You, the hard and working and dedicated people of Nevis, the single mothers, working 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet. He was able to justify that, to say that him earning 2 government salaries as a minister, that is the same thing as you.
However, Mr. Evelyn said his comments were in relation to those in the NRP hierarchy who he said were waiting on the party to be elected to get a job.
The statement was absolutely taken out of context. I have nothing to apologize for. I said it on the following night of the campaign that I was referring to the hierarchy of the NRP who are not working and have not sought to find meaningful employment anywhere. And I've made it absolutely clear that the hierarchy of the NRP, they sit around and wait for the NIA elections to try to get a job, hoping that the government will change, and they have that same attitude for the federal election. And I was specifically speaking about the hierarchy of the NRP. Everybody in Nevis knows me, and I'm one who always fight for the right of people. I have values and principles, and I have done so much since I'm in government to assist persons to get a job. So why should I be talking about persons not working and not having a job? It was absolutely taken out of context. The NRP knows that. They have absolutely no issues, and they're trying to make an issue out of this. The people of Nevis know me, and they know me very well. I am caring, compassionate, and there is not one member of the NRP who has a record like me in terms of my public service.
There has been much debate on Nevis as to whether ministers in the Nevis Island administration who serve in the federal government should be accepting both salaries. The opposition NRP argued that while it is not illegal to do this, it is immoral. Mr. Evelyn does not agree. The NRP said in the past its representatives who have served in both governments only took the higher of the two salaries. The party has since included in its constitution that none of its elected representatives would be allowed to serve in both governments. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.